Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mawlana Thanvi Rahmatullahi mentioned, because we don't have our Islah made, and because we are spiritually extremely unwell and our temperaments are totally corrupt, हर बात उल्टी है कि जो चीज़ नागवार होना चाहिए थी वो गवारा है. The things we are not supposed to accept, we accept it. और जो गवारा होना चाहिए थी वो नागवार है. And that which we are supposed to accept, we get angry and upset at it. जैसे सफरावी मिजाज को मिठाई कड़वी मालूम होती है. Like a person who's sick, yellow jaundice, what they call, I think. If you give him mithai, he is going to find the taste to be bitter. तो क्या वो मिठाई वाकई में कड़वी होती है? Was it मिठाई really sour and bitter? No, it wasn't. There was something wrong with that person. हरगिज़ नहीं, बल्कि सफरावियत की वजह से उसका मिजाज बिगड़ रहा है. But the whole issue is this year that because this person has got this yellow jaundice fever, his entire taste has been corrupted now. इसी तरह बातिनी मिजाज बिगड़ रहा है. Similarly, the batin, the soul, the ruh, it also gets corrupted. उसका ये असर है कि ज़्यादा खर्च मांगने को तो औरत के लिए गवारा करते हैं और बेतकल्लुफ़ी और नाज की बातों को उसके लिए गवारा नहीं करते. Thus, we find the males, they will tolerate if the wife, this situation where the wife demands a lot of extra money, but if the wife is just a little possessive, they want to fight with her. You know, when the opposite was what Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. When they were possessive over him, he kept quiet, but when he wanted more of the dunya, that's when Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam showed his displeasure. और इसी वजह से हजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम का अपनी बीवियों के साथ बर्ताव सुनकर हमको ताज्जुब होता है. Thus we also get surprised that why did Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam deny them extra money? Because we are corrupted, our souls are corrupted. We are in love, we've got a marz or the sickness of hubb dunya, love of the dunya. We don't make muraqabah and maut ever. We don't think deeply of what the qabr is going to entail. We don't even come close to understanding what hisab kitab is going to entail on the day of Qiyamah. Every cent that we spend, every cent which we earned, we are going to be held accountable. In the hadith it is, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, no one is going to move on the day of Qiyamah until they give an answer where they earn the money from, where did they spend it from. हमारी गलती चीज़ का हासिल ये है कि औरतों के दीनी हुकूक तो अपने ज़िम्मे समझते ही नहीं. Thus we males, we are making a huge blunder. We do not think it is necessary to fulfill the dini rights of the wife, and that means to educate her and inform her and advise her, narrate to her the dini matters concerning akhirah, what's going to happen. A reminder, I'm not going to answer on your behalf. I've explained to you, I've done my duty. Our tabiyat is so corrupted that from the morning till the night, we see that corruption visible in our homes. We won't wake up the children for Fajr namaz. Majority of homes. Go to the masjid, 3 safs maximum. Jummah day, 30 safs. Shabi Barat to go, even the masjid is overflowing. But if Fajr namaz, we can't get our husbands and wife and husbands to wake up to go for salah. For school, we will make a big noise. Wake up, you're going to get late for school. Wake up, the transport is going to come and fetch you. But the mother or whoever is in the house has got forget concern, no intention. They don't have any intention. They got no intention. Oh Allah, let me change. One day I must also have the tawfiq to read my Fajr Salah. They got no intention. So look at now how it is the opposite. For the dunya, if the child want to wake up, I'll give you a hiding quickly. You can't be sick every day. But for the salah, nowhere to be seen. You will find in the rooms of our children huge posters of soccer team, cricket teams. In their rooms, instead of saying they're ripping it out, I don't want your heart to be saturated with love of this. You put Baytullah, put a Kaaba Sharif, put a green dome. No. In fact, we will compliment them. You've got such a smart poster here. When they wear un-Islamic dressing, we are proudful of it. I've seen young children, 11, 12 years old, they wear the South African cricket soccer team with a kafir's name even on the back. And he's got a cap also, green, green bags or whatever it may be, the trousers, whatever. So we take happiness in this. We don't think how sad isn't it, man. You know what? My son is now 10, 11 years old. You know, he's supposed to be dressed in a sunnah way. We will take pride if our daughters are wearing tight clothing. Whereas it is amongst the signs of Qiyamah that the women will wear tight clothing. Why do we do this? You ask, and we don't have the courage to tell them. They're already addicted. They're going to get angry and upset. Today we can't speak. Even the ulama can't speak. Even ulama can't speak. There's going to be more problems. But at least minimum in our heart, it must be sad and it must be grieved that why are they wearing such tight clothing? Then if you look at eating, is there anyone even there to eat the sunnah way? Forget the sunnah way of sitting on, that is now huge, great ni'mat of Allah Ta'ala to have the hidayah to eat the sunnah way sitting on the floor. Nowadays everyone sits on their own, and what they do, everyone is busy with their cell phone, somebody is busy with the TV, somebody is busy with sports, some is busy with some serial, and they're doing their own thing. There's hardly any conversation. What does the sunnah way? Sit together, eat together, more barakah, you will be able to speak to one another. But look how the opposite comes. At night, think of the day, mashallah, trade, exchange, the day's activities with one. Everyone is again busy with their own thing. No Isha namaz, no namaz, no Quran Sharif ever heard being recited in a house. Nothing. May Allah forgive us. Now you can see how corrupt our disposition is at the moment. हमारे गलीद अदा तो क्या ही करते और दुनियावी हुकूक को अपने ज़िम्मे कुछ समझते हैं. Yes, forget the deen, fulfilling the rights of the wife by explaining to them what it is all about. As far as the worldly life is concerned, we are a bit conscious. मगर उनको भी पूरी तरह अदा नहीं करते. चुनाचे एक दुनियावी ये है कि उनकी बेतकल्लुफ़ी और नाज को कवारा करे. In as far as the worldly things are concerned, we attempt to fulfill their rights, give them clothing, shelter, etc. But then also it's not perfect. Why? When she, what we can say, blows a trumpet, or she is now upset, she is very possessive, she maybe not want to go to the mother-in-law, or she don't want to go to visit somebody without being rude, and also without stopping their son from fulfilling his duties. That's very important. She doesn't have to go. But if she pulls her face and she shows annoyance in the slightest manner that, oh, you're going again to your mother-in-law, then she must understand she is going to be earning Allah Ta'ala's anger if she doesn't repent and she doesn't change her way. So everything needs to be balanced. She must send him happily. She must be a wise woman. A wife is supposed to be a very wise and extremely foresighted. If we have deen, that foresightedness will come. If you don't have deen, real deen, we're speaking when you make real ruku and real sajda, then you're going to be confused. You won't know how to handle things. If she's intelligent, she must encourage her husband. No, you haven't gone to see mommy. No, you must go. Once a day you go and make salam there. No, spend 15, 20 minutes. She has got her husband for 24 hours. Even if he goes to work, she can call him at any time. She must say, 24 hours I've got him access to him. So what if I tell him half an hour to go? What will I lose? Won't the mother-in-law laugh? her, she must at times make something and take for her mother-in-law and send it for her mother-in-law. Remember one thing, it's very important for the wives to understand this here. When you got married, you must know who chose you. Who chose you to be the wife of their son. There are many women around. Too many women around. But that mother-in-law of yours chose you. She had good opinion. She had high hopes, no, when probably she saw you the first time, or she met you, she would have come back home very excitedly. She wouldn't have been able to keep it, and she would have just burst out, I found the ideal girl for you. She's so, mashallah, she's so, what you can call, kind. This is the one. And accordingly she convinced, and everyone accepted the message, and the proposal was taken. She was making dua more than what you would even be making dua. Now she made dua for her. So the wife must understand, I came here, there's somebody who made dua, this is somebody's son. One day when you have your sons, you'll understand what it means to be a mother-in-law. Mother-in-laws at the same time must not pressurize the daughter-in-laws. It doesn't mean you chose her, that you chose her to be a servant, a slave, something that she must do and be at your beck and call anytime, that you can boss her around. You have to exercise maximum respect for that girl. How you want your daughter to be treated, her parents also want her to be treated in this way. You can't lose your temper, scream, shout, verbally abuse her, call her names. Allahumma hafizna, Allahumma hafizna. Then after that we expect, no, she must be normal. How is that going to happen? How is that going to happen? Sometimes the repair work is going to take a long time for such words that have been uttered. And another thing, I know I'm taking a bit long, but this is important. People say they apologize. One person, Allah make us all maaf, but I'm not going to take the name. He spoke bad about some ulama on a radio station. He made a statement, they are egoists. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Speaking about people like Mullah Shabir Sahib, Mullah Abdul Hamid, Damad Barakatum, they are egoists. You know what's egoist? Someone who is only in love with his name and fame. People were shocked and angry, very upset. And there was a lot of pressure. You have to apologize. You can't go on radio and speak to tens of thousands of people such words. I mean, these, mashallah, we all have our shortcomings, but they dedicated their entire life to the deen. Today you call them egoists. So he said, okay. When he went on back to apologize, he starts with, if I have hurt anyone's heart, forget the balance of what he said. If I have, he used the word if. You see, that is not called a sincere apology. That is if I have. Then he goes into the fazail of apologizing, how great you are when you lower yourself. You can't bring yourself to say, you know what, I've done something very wrong. I ask of you publicly to make me maaf. What did I do? How could I use your names? Really, for Allah's pleasure, make me maaf. But at the end of the day, Allah Ta'ala, everyone goes to Allah Ta'ala, for yunabbiukum bima kuntum ta'malun, and Allah Ta'ala will inform everyone about their deeds. Yeah.